Please, Francesco.
Okay, now we start this session about tools and models, and I'll provide you some hints about market and trends as we did this morning. Well, in general, when you talk about tools and models supporting the development of therapeutics, you are talking about the development and use of in silico, in vitro, and in vivo tools and models, generally going from research phases to preclinical studies. These tools generally includes 3D, 5D cell culture and all the related, like cell culture, organoids, bioprinting, organ-on-chip, and similar. The development of animal models for specific diseases or longevity studies, as I think we are going to listen to by Professor Celerino. System about simulation, in silico simulation tools for biological interactions determination, human physiology simulation, and the object of today, the drug discovery or drug screening system, in particular those based on artificial intelligence. Then the smart drug and delivery system, generally nanocarriers or liposomes, biobanks and tissue repository that are quite important, and all the specific assays and high-throughput screening technologies to characterize all the models and the results. From the market point of view, we are just focusing on pharmaceutical platform and models here, so at three major markets, meaning the nanotechnology-based and liposome drug delivery system, that is the bigger one and represent the 30% of the drug delivery device market, the 3D cell culture market, and the use of AI in drug discovery. The first one is projected to double in the next 8 to 10 years, driven by the advancement in nanotechnology, in particular related to the smart nanocarriers that are responsive to external stimuli like pH, temperature, biochemical signals, or photonic interactions. They are particularly of interest of the pharma companies because of their, let's say, promised properties in targeting, in specifically targeting for the treatment, for specific treatment. Market of 3D cell culture is much smaller, but is projected to have a higher growth than the previous one, going to have a threefold increase in the next years. The 3D cell culture is a market very interesting to pharma companies because they, again, promise to replace or substitute the animal models. So the preclinical studies carried out on animal models. This is, of course, an ethical issues, but also there is an issue of cost because they are going to provide the development of drugs in very shorter time and with cheaper cost. But no surprise, the most attractive market projected in the next year is the artificial intelligence use in drug discovery, tenfold increase in the next year, and this is because artificial intelligence promised to be or to revolutionize the cost of development of drugs, dramatically cutting this cost and the time and the efficacy in identifying the potential lead potential candidates. No surprise, the technology trends follow the market forecast, so the technology is expected to grow regarding the development of smarter drug delivery system and the alternatives to preclinical studies. Regarding the smarter drug delivery system, the technology is going to develop smart polymeric nanocarriers and multifunctional liposomes because, as I already said, they will allow a more precise targeting, a more specific, safer, and at a lower cost. Regarding cell culture, we are moving to the 5D system, so introducing dynamics and multi-organs studies. It is very interesting, and it's expected they will validate their capability to actually be a substitute to animal studies, and especially in the microfluidic biochips and in the sector of the scaffold-free bioprinting in tissue engineering that is projected to be the fast-growing market in the next 5 years. Again, there are still challenges to be faced. The most prominent is the cost of the manufacturing of smart nanomaterials that is still quite expensive to manufacture, and this is, of course, an issue delaying a little bit the delivery or the implementation of these techniques in the pharma business. It is a technological issues. There is also the problem of, let's say, the path of validation of the alternative preclinical models that is expected to be a complex one, especially from the regulatory point of view. because it's very, the regulatory authorities are still behind the innovation, but luckily the regulatory authorities like FDA and EMA are already working on these subjects. And last but not least, the same problem that we mentioned today, in this morning, drug discovery, AI-based system need high-quality, standardized, multi-source and large data sets to provide effective results. And that's all from my side. Thank you very much.